What do I think? Well, Billy Bob Joe 57 probably already knows what I think, but some of the rest of you may not know what I think. One of these days, if things continue in this vein, we'll probably be doing a joint broadcast here pretty soon. He'll be the anchor and I'll be the co-anchor, and I don't know what we're going to do with Homie. Anyway, he'll have to stay on. On a more serious note today, there was a top news story. It's been in the news all day, top story on Google. Basically concerns the new directive coming from this administration, and who would have guessed that the United States is now considering an official terrorist label for Iran's Revolutionary Guards. What this move really means, and if it goes forward, is that it would be the first time in United States history that it has added an armed force of a sovereign nation, of any nation, an armed force of any nation, as an official terrorist group. And what that means, from what I understand in legal terms, is that basically their funds can be frozen, or will be frozen, as a matter of fact, as it is being considered very strongly. Most of all, of course, what I think is, for one thing, it's about domestic consumption of this news. It's the pressure is very definitely being turned up, and just as some of us predicted, while Congress is on vacation in their own districts, and it comes basically as no surprise to some of us. Not only that, but the story is essentially a non-story, because as far as I know, the U.S. Treasury is already basically forbidden from doing any financial transactions with Iran. We haven't had official diplomatic relations with that country since the Iranian Revolution, and that goes quite a few years back. So it's something else is at work here, and very definitely the groundwork is being laid to turn up the pressure in a very major way. And considering that we have 3 aircraft carriers in the area now, sitting in the Gulf, it's quite an interesting development, I would say. Follow the story, but also look beyond it. There was an interesting paragraph, or rather a few pages, in Seymour Hersh's book, which came out a few months ago, regarding the Saudi royal family, which we should be focusing our attention on, and Turkey's role, their relations with Israel, and these developments are serious, and also what's happening in Pakistan is quite serious. Anyhow, I'll read you the passages from this book that Seymour Hersh wrote pretty soon as I have the time. And in the meantime, call your, I don't know what else we can do, call your representatives, your Congress members, because they're home, they're in your districts right now, they're not in Washington, and give them hell, because even Democrats are involved in this as usual. They are clamoring for major pressure towards Iran. They're concerned about their nuclear programs over there, and it's a legitimate concern, of course, but what we should be far more worried about is not so much Iran, but Pakistan, and as I think it was Obama who said during the debate, well, we're going to go in and get these guys in Pakistan. Well, it's not that easy because all this knowledge is already out there. It is being sold on the black market, and Musharraf is essentially just a U.S. puppet at this point. It's a very difficult situation. I'll explain it a little bit later when I'll read you those passages from this excellent book of Hirsch's. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later. Bye.